Oh, here we go with Freestyle Friday for Friday, August 6th, 2021. It's the first Friday of August. Wow, I can't believe we're in this important month. It's a slow month, they say. And Brandy, here we are back together again. You, you, and I. How's it going, Brandy?
It's going well, Jonty. How you doing today? This first Friday of August.
You know, you got me singing. Maybe I'm doing well.
Yes.
Now, we are joined by an esteemed guest, April Joy, first of her name, she told me to say.
Yes.
Don't say that.
This guy.
April, how's it going? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, guys. I'm doing well. I hope you guys are doing well, too.
Yeah, we're going to see how well we're doing after these three topics for the day. And the first one, every now and then in life, something monumental occurs. Something where you go, I can't believe I'm living through this. I've actually experienced this. And there's something that happened during the pandemic that brought a lot of joy to people's lives and importance. And it's Verzuz. Now, if you haven't checked out the Verzuz battles, come on, check something out in Verzuz. And what we want to talk about today are just the titans of the hip hop industry, the Lox versus Dipset or the Diplomats.
Dipset.
Now, we have an article that we're going to link from Rolling Stone. It's like in real time, you know, the reporters there going, it's 8:30 p.m. and these people are trying to get in. It's very exciting reportage. So the question is, where does this stack up in all of Verzuz? Is Verzuz still relevant?
What?
I'm just asking the question. April, go ahead, take it away. This is your thing. Tell us what are you feeling thinking about the Lox versus Dipset?
First of all, I'm a big Lox fan. Been a big Lox fan from way back. Love Jada Kiss, Styles P, and the other one.
The other one.
Big Lox fan though. No, and I mean, I knew it wasn't a competition, and the thing that makes Verzuz battles so amazing is what makes any battle so amazing. That's what makes that's why people are still paying for Mayweather fights. Like, number one, we know we're not going to get a knockout because he's not going to risk it. Number two, it's just going to go the distance, and we're just going to see him dancing around and blocking things and getting in a couple of and then, you know, number three, it's just going to be fun. It's a Mayweather fight. Who doesn't want to be there? And that's what Verzuz has now become. There's an underdog. There's a clear winner. There's an underdog. And then there's the shit talking that ensues. And that's why we're here. It's just a good old black time. It's the picnic that everyone wants to hand out tickets to. That's Verzuz. And then because it recently got purchased by Triller, which is MMA, boxing, entertainment. Well, now it's entertainment. They have it now running through their platform, and it's become this great production as opposed to how it began. Like you said, middle of the pandemic, we were kind of bored, and a couple of superstar producers decided to give us a show from their home studios, right? Taking songs and going back and forth. Now, these guys, I think they were at Apollo or something. No, they're at Madison Square Garden in the theater. They had the guy who, let's get ready to rumble. What's that guy's name? The white guy?
Vince McMahon.
He announced them and did his version of not the $1 million let's get ready to rumble and announced them. It was so dope. The Lox comes out, just the three of them. They got their regular clothes on. They're ready to go. All right. You can tell they're vegan now. I don't know, but you can tell. You know, you can tell they work out. You can tell they work out. Their skin is clear and shit. Okay, Lox, y'all are doing very well. I see teeth are white. Then the Dipset gets announced. Now, mind you, this is the $1 million. What's that man's name? McMahon.
Yes, Vince McMahon.
$1 million Vince McMahon announces Dipset. They take an additional 90 to maybe twice that long seconds to come out. And then all of them come out. All of them. They baby mamas, they hairstylists. Somebody had a garment bag. Like, it was some big booty bitches up in there. Like, I belong on the stage. They came out with a lawn chair. They didn't know how to put it together. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. But it was,
it was a picnic, so the lawn chair.
That's right. Well, so right. I got what I asked for. It was just the most Black, most New York. Oh, the DJ, before even the guys came out, Lox's DJ was killing the set. Then all of a sudden, Dipset's DJ comes on and spins a couple mumble rap records, and we're like, we're not here for this. We're grown-ups. Like, what are you talking about? They canned him. They were like, go away. And they put back on the Lox DJ. He had it going. They started. The Lox said, we got this. They said, bubba-da, Lox shit. You could tell they've been rehearsing. You could tell, no, not even rehearsing. You could tell they still get hired to perform, okay? They had a set, all right? They had a set that they were performing, and they had their breath about them. They knew the words. It was a whole thing. Poor Dipset, poor Harlem. Poor Harlem. Poor Harlem.
Come on now. Dipset, Cameron, come on now.
That's all they had. And BTW, Cam don't sound like Killer Cam from back then no more. Cam's whole tone, voice, everything's changed. So he don't sound like Cam Killer. He's like, yo, my name's Cam Killer. And it's weird. So that's already something you got to get past. But then that's all you got. You got Cam and you got a bunch of recovering crackheads. Like I said, you got Cam and you got a bunch of
I mean, April just took over the show. Thank you for that. Brandy,
you wanted a Verzuz recap. There you have it. It's still very relevant. It was the bomb. It was a Black experience. I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, I do like the idea of it as a picnic. That is a genius way to describe it.
Yeah.
Brandy, are you interested in the next Verzuz battle? Isn't it? Now, April, you told us that it is Fantasia versus Jennifer Hudson.
It's going to be a scream fest, guys. It's going to be a battle of the screamers, the throat voices. It's going to be a lot of this going on. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Brandy, what do you think about that?
I mean, I'm interested in the memes more than anything. I doubt I'll watch it live. I just want to see the memes.
Oh, you don't have to watch it live. You can find it on YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I've ever, the only Verzuz I think I've watched live was the Joe Scott, Erykah Badu one.
Erykah Badu.
Ooh, that was a moment.
That was interesting.
I was cooking during that one. I had to. What you need to do? I was cooking greens. Why not?
My favorite part of that is when Erykah Badu, when Joe Scott was like, "Oh, you know, people hate on me for being too nice." Who is that? And Joe was like, "Wait a minute, I think they bet on this." So okay. So check out Verzuz, everybody. We do enjoy all of it. Fantasia versus Jennifer Hudson. That's an interesting one. A contrast in styles. Speaking of a contrast in styles, you know, when it comes to handbags, I know nothing about them. But I do know that people who need handbags and purchase them are always looking for the next thing. And this next handbag that we have to offer all of you is the perfect example of contrast in styles. So it comes to us from designer Nick. What's Nick Bentel? Turn a Barilla pasta box into a crossbody bag.
Yes.
And you can pay $200 for the privilege to wear it. Now, the Today Show is bringing us this opportunity. Brandy, tell us. I know you like creative stuff.
Love it.
Just to disclose but not give our ages away. Brandy and I, we went to high school together. And Brandy would create her own fashions. Yes. So Brandy, I know this is right up your alley, but would you pay $199 to wear a Barilla box?
Chelsea, when you say it like that, like that's what it is. He took it out the box.
Does it come with $100 in
it? And I'm just gonna wear it. No. Like, you know, it's kind of like pop arty. I would, you know me, I'd probably try to find me a Groupon or some type of coupon code because that's just who I am when it comes to these types of things. But I think it's super cool. It's definitely in alignment with the type of stuff that I like because it's fun and it's creative. $200.
It might be a coupon for Barilla pasta.
Yes, you're right. Then I can laminate the box and then do my own version.
See, I knew you were going to say laminate. That's what you used to do. You laminate it and then have it be what it is. So, yeah, I mean, but it wouldn't be a designer handbag.
How would they know?
Well, okay, that's true.
Right.
But April, would you? Do you think that's reasonable? $199 for this? I mean,
I do.
mm.
Yeah. I mean, but I subscribe to, the Chanels and the Dior's of the world and the Saint Laurent. So this is a steal, if you ask me. Like, think about it. Think about how much women are paying for Judith Lieberman bags. Have you heard of a Judith Lieberman bags? They're those crystal bags that are like different things. They're like, she started off with animals, swan, mallards and shit. And now they're like stacks of hundreds, but it's it's all crystal.
Oh, I've seen this.
Yeah, all crystal. And they're expensive. Judith Lieberman bags, are they called that? Yeah, they're expensive, like tens of thousands of dollars these women are spending on these bags that looks like McDonald's, French fries in the container and stuff. So they brand these things. And I mean, Warhol, like you said, pop art, like the Campbell Soup collection, the latest one, it was a small one, but it sold for $11 million, $11.8 million it sold for, which is the most that any painting from that collection is. It's a small painting of Campbell Soup. Okay. Warhol was alive in the 80s. Like, it's not even that old, $11.8 million. So I feel like $200 is a steal. You can wear it ironically, which is kind of how I like to use my fashion anyway. And it's leather, if I'm not mistaken, or vegan leather or anything. So yeah, totally. Why not? Pasta. I don't know.
Yeah. Now, Bentel, he made only 100 of them. So see, that's the thing.
It was exclusive.
So it's got some resale value. So what you're saying is I should buy two.
This actually might be a good investment piece.
Right, I'm like, wait.
I can flip it on eBay.
Well, it's go to their website. It's available for pre-order and will go on sale August 11th at 10 a.m. Only 100. Now, see, that is smart.
Yeah,
and, it does look cool.
It looks cool.
I mean, but it's a Bentel box, so that's not.
But you've got that black designer, Brandon Blackwood, and he has little tiny bags like that, but they're sold for way more than that, they're around the same price point, maybe around $2, depending on what kind of leather you get. But he just did a collaboration with the rapper Saweetie, and Saweetie did a collaboration with McDonald's, and so he made a McDonald's version of his bag, which would be about the same price. So like Barilla pasta, McDonald's golden arches. I would personally support the black designer over the Barilla pasta, but yeah.
Look, if the market supports it, I say go forth. Okay, go forth.
But also, what message are you sending by like poster boarding like this whole pasta? Pasta, when it hits water, it gets soft, and that is not what this girl does. Okay, that's all I gotta say about
that. Now, let's see if you do this, April and Brandy, because talking about turning things on its head, the head of Instagram is saying, excuse me, Insta is not a photo sharing app anymore. They're coming after TikTok. They're coming after YouTube. They're providing everything. I don't even know what they're talking about. But that's okay. Let me tell you, they want to push all kinds of video experiences. They're saying, and this article is from The Verge, by the way. The Verge is a little confused on how they're going to do this. They're saying it's vague at the moment. Okay. They got the algorithms going. They want to have this immersive full screen experience. Is that what we want Insta for, though? I don't know. Don't we want
recall wanting them for that? What do you think, Brandy?
I think Instagram, unfortunately, after they, merged with Facebook, fell into this weird space, right? So we all know
Facebook for this.
I'm saying that they may have had some inspiration on how we got here. I'm not blaming them.
Blaming them. Don't try that trickery with the language.
Okay. because they're notorious for taking what's working and throwing it into the platform, or taking what's popular and acquiring it. And so now you end up with this independent source, which is Instagram, with all of these elements. Like, I mean, Instagram took stories from somewhere. Oh, they took stories from Snapchat. They took reels from TikTok. Because their claim to fame was the feed. It was this cool idea. There was this grid of really pretty images that you could just kind of go and scroll and not really think about it and fall into things. Then video became hot, so then they added video to it. They have guides that no one even knows what they are, that they're trying to force people to use right now. And I think that Instagram, like every business, is just trying to make sure that they keep their bottom line tight, right? So what's hot right now is TikTok. People don't have any attention span. People want to go on TikTok and watch 6 to 10 second videos about nothing 300 times and have been able to build an empire for it. There's a ton of eyes on on TikTok. Instagram wants those eyes over there, and they needed a reason to be in the news. So what do you say? We're no longer who we are. We're now this. And what some reports that I read talked about, the biggest shift that no one's really talking about, even if you're going to stick with the images, is that they're favoring sizes of images that mimic the video experience. So right now, and if you know what Instagram, 1080 by 1080 is that perfect square that fits into the fold. But now what we should be using is 1350 by 1080. You get the width that's the same, but the length mimics the real, and crazy enough, the algorithms actually pick up better, like on the thing that looks like video. So that's kind of what they're.
Wait a minute, can we say that in English for the people, Brandy?
Yep.
So if you have your phone.
I was like,
So if you're holding your phone, Grady, let's say that, how are you holding it? You holding it horizontally or vertically?
Exactly. Yeah, up and down. So vertical is mobile's all vertical, right? So right now, everything is vertical. That's why all these vertical videos became a thing, right? So currently in Instagram, maybe the square fits like, I don't know, right here, right? But with the new dimensions closer to like the video, it ends up kind of filling up the mobile device more. And that's the goal for them to want you to do that. So this is just a tip for like, if you're really trying to figure out how do I maximize my Instagram, all that kind of stuff, change your settings. No more 1080 by 1080. Go through 1350 by 1080.
What settings? In my Instagram?
No. In your creation, your content creation. So you you create content, right?
Charge for this. Wait a minute. Is this free?
Right. Wait a minute. Because I'm like, wait, I thought you meant like it's a helpful tip. Now I'm feeling like we giving away free. Hold up. Gift bags can be picked up in the gifting suite. And don't pick up okay. No.
But yes, so guys,
stay on the oopens.
But listen, the video, when they say that video sharing app, if you stop posting, that doesn't mean that you should stop posting pictures. It means that your pictures, it's just a tip. Now, this is a tip. Your pictures should mimic video. Hence the reason for the dimension change rather. Gotcha.
Yeah, because the 4 key areas they're focusing on: creators, video, shopping, of course, and messaging. I would just nudge them and say shopping. I mean, that's really what.
They changed my whole interface overnight. I don't even have auto updates. And now all of a sudden, you know how you could look at like your likes on the bottom? That's at the top. And now the bottom is like shopping. I'm like, I don't want to buy off of.
Yeah. And they've also changed that algorithm. I know. They also changed the algorithms to actually read copy more than they did before. So
yeah. Because meme culture. They got to be able to track them and spit them back out. They don't know who I am on that thing. I looked at my brother's Explorer page. It's just all women with big boobs. Then he looked on mine. It's just anything. It's a poo-poo. Juking the algorithm's like, nope, can't catch me. You'll never know.
Wow.
Oh, Instagram. It's gonna be another one that pops up, guys, and we're gonna be onto that one. I started my social media world with Black Planet because Facebook was only for college students, and I started Black Planet in high school. And now look at where we are. My Black Planet profile still probably out there. Okay. We're talking cash 18-year-old shit. Okay.
Wow.
We'll find a
Okay,
new
so Black
one.
Planet.
What'd
Like,
you say?
that we'd like time traveled way back to Black Planet.
We'll find something new to keep us entertained, in the next couple of years. Who cares?
Yeah, and then they'll mimic it.
And they'll mimic it, and then they'll enforce their rules, and then we'll be moving on to the next one again. I think it's interesting that Facebook owns Instagram, and they've kept their platform fairly streamlined. Facebook is fairly streamlined, even though they've added some things. It's like not disruptive at all. But then they shake stuff up over at Instagram every other day. It's just kind of insane.
Yeah, and if you consider who the users, it makes sense. The users of Facebook go, wait a minute, where am I?
Yeah, they're
Whereas
older.
the Insta users are going, I need to be excited.
Yeah.
So hopefully this was exciting. I really enjoyed having April here to disrupt our complete show. Thank you for that, April. We appreciate you for that. First of your name, so you are living
first
up
of
to
my
that.
name, guys.
And Brandy, of course, it is always nice to have your grounding expertise. So with that said, everybody, that's Freestyle Friday for today. We will be back next week with 3 more topics. Who knows what's going to come up and who knows who's going to join us, but we'll be here. So with that, thank you, my friends. See you next time.